Hello class. This video is going to focus on 2.3 solving multi-step equations. The goal of this video is I can solve equations involving more than one operation. And you want to open your textbook to page 86 where you will begin to take notes. So we are going to start with example 2 on page 86. Write and solve a multi-step equation. So fundraising, the student council raised 2/5 of the money they needed to cover the cost of the school dance with a bake sale. They raised an additional $150 selling raffle tickets. If the student council has raised $630, what is the cost of the dance? Write an equation for the problem, then solve the equation. So we want to complete the table to write an equation for the cost of the dance. So in words, we have 2/5 of the cost plus $150 that they raised is equal to 630. So let's see the variable that we're trying to find equal the cost of the dance. Okay, so the equation then, so 2/5 of the cost. So that would be 2/5 times C, or just 2/5 C. Then we have plus 150 is 630 equals 630. Okay, so that is our equation that we are going to solve. Okay, so let's solve it. So I'm going to start by putting a box around the 2/5 C. And I'm going to put a line down the equal sign. So that means I need to move 150 over to the other side of the equation. So the opposite of adding 150 is subtracting 150. And same thing on the other side. Okay, so 150 minus 150 is 0. 2/5 C is going to come down. And then we have 630 minus 150. And that's going to be 480. Okay, now we need to move the 2/5 away from the C. So in order to do that, we have to multiply by the reciprocal. So the reciprocal of 2/5, let's just talk over here, reciprocal. So the reciprocal of 2/5, that means we're going to flip the top and the bottom of the fractions. So 2/5 goes to 5/2. So all we do is flip the top and the bottom. So I'm going to multiply by 5/2 on both sides. Okay, so on the left side, we got the 5/2 cancels out with 2/5. And we're left with C. And then we're going to do 480 times 5/2. And you can do this on your calculator. And you should get 100. So the cost is 100. So I'm going to write that as a sentence since it's a word problem. So the cost is $100. Okay, we're going to do another example. This one is not actually in your book, but if you go to page 88, you can write this problem in the pause and reflect area. So we're still going to write and solve a multi-step equation. So we have Emma bought 5 tickets for her and her friends to attend the Taylor Swift concert. She also had to pay a $15 processing fee. If she spent a total of $1,515, how much did each ticket cost? So we're going to complete the table to write the equation for the cost of the tickets. So in words, we have 5 times the cost of a ticket, because she bought 5 of them, plus 15 is 1515. So let's see equal the cost of one ticket. Okay, and then we're going to write out the equation. So 5 times the cost of a ticket, that would be 5C, or 5 times C. And then we have plus 15 is, so that's equals 1,515. Okay, so now we are going to solve the equation. So I'm going to start by putting a box around the 5C, and then we need to move the 15 away from that box. So in order to um, move the 15, we got to do the opposite of adding, which is subtracting. And then we do the same thing on the other side. 15 minus 15 is 0, so that cancels out. You're going to bring down the 5C. And then we have 1515 minus 15, so that is 1500. And then we need to do the opposite of multiplying by 5C, or 5 times C, so that is dividing by 5 on both sides. 5 divided by 5 is 1, and we're left with C. And then 15 divided by 5, 1500 divided by 5 is 300. Okay, so that means the cost of a ticket is $300. Okay, that is the end of 2.3C. Remember, you need to get a 75% or above on the quiz for this video in order to move on.